While Lamar Jackson's going to win the MVP award, Russell Wilson deserves a lot more love. Here's a quick excerpt from the Herd Show, Colin breaking down a little bit. And while there's some hyperbole, because Chris Carson is an excellent running back, it's so true about the offensive line being pathetic in Seattle, while Jackson has one of the best offensive lines in the NFL up in Baltimore. So take a look. Russell Wilson for MVP, even though he's going to finish second.
Russell Wilson's my MVP. Seattle is now the number 1 seed in the NFC. Seattle, Packers, Saints, Niners, Vikings. We don't need to talk about the Bears anymore. We don't need to talk about the Rams. We got all our teams. The only question is Dallas or Philadelphia. I don't know how they're the number 1 seed. Don't ask me how. Pro Football Focus in a passing league says they have the 31st best pass blocking line. Their defense is 29th against the pass, 29th in sacks, 27th in total defense, 21st in scoring defense. Their wide receivers, don't get me started. And Seattle is the number 1 seed in the tougher NFC than the AFC. And they are number 1 for one reason: Russell Wilson. Listen, Lamar Jackson's fun, is great, and go ahead and vote for him. But he's got help everywhere. Tight ends, O-line, defense, corners. Russell has help nowhere. I mean, yesterday he puts on an absolute clinic, and Seattle's defense is just giving up touchdown after touchdown to backup quarterbacks for Carolina.
Off the fake to Carson. Wilson going deep for Tyler Lockett. And he makes the catch.
Shot for the full week of them. See if they play a little bit better this week.
And now on second down, Wilson to the end zone. DK Metcalf. Wilson on second down. Steps up and fires downfield looking for Josh Gordon, who extends and makes a spectacular catch. Off the fake to Carson this time. Wilson with loads of time. Wide open. It's Lockett into Panthers territory. Seahawks get the snap off in time. Wilson fires on third down, and the catch is made for...
By the way, here's what's funny about Seattle. There's always been an understanding in the NFL since I've been a kid that for Western teams, Pacific teams, traveling to the Eastern time zone and playing in those early games is always a nightmare. Raiders, Seahawks, Niners, Rams, going to the Eastern time zone, it's the abyss. It's the Bermuda Triangle. Except for one player in the entire sport, Russell Wilson. Seattle's the most geographically isolated sports franchise in the league. They have the furthest road trips, and Russell is 17-4 in the Eastern time zone. That's a better home record than everybody but New England in the NFL in the last 21 games. There's a play late in the game with Russell Wilson. It's classic Russell Wilson. It's 3rd and 11. The defense is doing them no favors. The offensive line breaks down, and he's got to go to his gadget guy or his undrafted receiver or DK Metcalf and this is classic Russell Wilson, making the play and winning the game, sealing it.
If not, they'll punt it away. As Wilson rolling to his right. Now he throws, and the catch is made for a first down. Tyler Lockett makes the catch.
Just Russell Wilson. What does valuable mean? Valuable to me means important. What other quarterback in this league is a number 1 seed in what other team? Who could take this team over and make them a number 1 seed? By the way, I'm not saying Baltimore would be as good without Lamar. I'm not saying that. He's made them spectacular. I mean, they're just great. But he's got help. He's getting coaching help and running back help and O-line help and defense help. He's got the best kicker in the league. I mean, I watched Russell Wilson yesterday, and I'm like, his receiver is a gadget guy. Every receiver you give him works. Do you know the Seattle Seahawks number 3 wide receiver this year? It's Will Dissly. He's been out a month and a half. It's like what Carson Wentz did yesterday. He's got nothing to work with. I am so impressed with this guy. And Seattle is the number 1 seed in the NFC. It is inexplicable. It is it's remarkable to me. It is just remarkable. That's my MVP because Seattle's the number 1 team in the toughest conference in America. How? Go look at the numbers. Nothing would tell you that. Nothing. The O-line, atrocious. They can't pass block. Defense can't stop anybody. Special teams, not as good as Baltimore. It's tip of the cap.